Hello, thank you everybody for joining this session, the SUSE Customer Center Overview and Roadmap. So in this session, we want to tell you a little bit about SCC, the SUSE Customer Center, what you can do with it, as well as show you a few of the things that we're working on since the last SUSECON. We want to give you a sneak preview of the things we'll be working on over the next year, so you can already start giving us your feedback about that. Now, before we get started, let's start with some little introductions. So, Tom, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Thomas Schmidt. I'm the team lead of the development team of the SUSE Customer Center. We are currently a team of 11 engineers responsible for running the SCC SUSECON website, SUSE Customer Center, and we're developing all the features that are covered in this presentation today.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, and I'm Hernan Schmidt. I'm the product manager of SCC, RMT, SUSE Connect, and the SUSE Registry. And I've been at SUSE for 7 years, and my job is to collaborate with our customers, with our partners and colleagues to learn what kind of opportunities we can solve within SCC. And then work with the engineers, Tom, and the rest of the team to create and develop solutions for those opportunities. So, as mentioned, what we'll be looking at in this presentation is first, we'll start with a small overview, a short overview of SCC itself. Then we'll look back at the things we've released and delivered in the past year or so since the last SUSECON. And then we'll be looking ahead at what kind of things we'll be working on in the next year and which areas we want to improve. So we'll give you a sneak peek of that. Now, let's start talking about what SUSE offers you as a business. So we offer a trusted open source supply chain. Basically, we ensure that from source to the binary RPMs that you get in your systems, they're consistent, they're correct, and they're secure. We offer you a Linux operating system, infrastructure management via SUSE Manager, as well as container management via Rancher. We offer you maintenance and security patches, as well as PTFs, the program temporary fixes. We have documentation, extensive documentation about all our products and knowledge bases as well. And of course, we provide excellent technical support whenever you need help. We provide all of this via subscriptions, not necessarily via licenses, which is a little bit different. So, Tom, can you tell us a little bit about what the role of the SUSE Customer Center is within the SUSE business?
Yeah, thanks, Hernan. So in the next couple of minutes, I'd like to provide you some overview of the main features of SUSE Customer Center. The main goal of the SUSE Customer Center, short SCC, which we will use in this presentation, is to enable you, our customers, to use the SUSE products in an easy, compliant, and secure way. On this slide, you can see the main points, how we try to help you with this. So the main benefits of SUSE Customer Center are subscription delivery and management, so you can see which subscriptions you ordered and bought from SUSE. Doing system registration, that means activating products on your systems and virtual machines. Delivery of maintenance updates for your purchased products, so that your client machines are secure and have the latest updates installed. We have APIs for registration proxies called RMT, SMT, and SUSE Manager. These registration proxies allow you to mirror and manage SUSE products on-site without your systems having to contact SCC directly. Another important point is SCC offers you access to our support services. So you can open support requests and get help from our support team. Additionally, we show you technical product information regarding repositories, patches, packages, and container images in SCC. So to help you discover the resources you're looking for, depending on what you need. In the following slides, I'll go into more details on each of these points, how SCC delivers this to you. So you see here the subscription overview page in SCC. They provide you with a list of subscriptions that are available on your account. including the details of them, like purchase quantities, expiry dates, included products, and the registration code that you need to enter on a system which wants to use the subscription. The system usage and detailed information about the systems consuming a subscription is also shown. So you can spot if you have a free capacity on a subscription, so you can activate more systems on it. At the moment an order of a customer gets processed and a new subscription becomes available in SEC, we send a fulfillment email out to you so that you're notified when the subscription is ready to use. What we also show in terms of subscriptions here is a history about your orders. So you can see which order created a subscription.
Yeah. And regarding the order history view, actually, we'll see how we improved that in the past year to show you a much clearer view of your order history.
Next feature is system registration, as I mentioned. So this slide shows two screenshots of a SLAS system during the installation phase. In the first upper screenshot on the right, you can see the registration dialog. So this is asking you for registration code and your email address to activate the base product, for example, /15 SP3, and to connect that system to your account in SEC. The SUSE products are also integrated with SEC APIs to activate additional products and extensions. For example, you might want to enable the high availability or the live patching extension on your system. These screenshots show the graphical product activation in Jest, but it's also available on the command line with the SUSE Connect tool or without a Jest. Next important feature is the delivery of maintenance updates for your purchased products. Behind the scenes, the system registration is configuring the product repositories on your system, so the system has access to all included packages and the latest security and bug fix updates. The SUSE updates are delivered to you via our worldwide content delivery network, which is behind the updates.suse.com server. So this reaches you with low latency and a high bandwidth. SEC also provides APIs for system migration and product dependencies, so you can in place migrate your system to the next service pack, for example.
Yeah, and soon you'll be able to use this workflow to migrate your /15 servers to 15 SP4, which will be released in the upcoming weeks.
So next point, SEC has APIs for registration proxies, as said RMT, SMT, and SUSE Manager. A registration proxy is useful for you because it allows system activation in an isolated network and air-gapped setups so that the systems that you're running do not need to contact SEC SUSECON directly from your data center. Via account-level APIs, a proxy can download all the products and repository data that your account has subscriptions for. In return, the proxy forwards a usage summary of the client data and of your product activations to SEC, so you can see a full picture of your active systems and your subscription consumption in SEC. One of the most used features in SEC are the support pages. On the screenshot, you can see a customer's list of currently opened support cases. This gives you an overview of the cases that are opened in any of your accounts, including their status, priority, and the communication history with the support engineers. You can attach file attachments up to 5 GB to the support requests to help our support team to reproduce and solve your case. Alternatively to the web interface, you can stay in touch with our support team via email, chat, and phone. SEC is the place where customers can find information and download all SUSE products. You can get from there the installation media in different formats, depending what you need for all of our released products to install on bare metal or on virtual machines. We also offer a web interface and APIs to search for released packages and patches. This helps you to find out which package versions are included in a specific product and also to find which product includes a specific software that you might be searching for. For container-based workloads, we're running a registry at registry.suse.com, offering most of our products also as container images.
And since more and more of our customers are running applications as containers, we will be improving the registry so that getting started with SUSE container images is even easier. Now, over the past year, we released a number of improvements to SEC, some of which you actually might have already seen. So we'll just go briefly over that. As we mentioned earlier, we improved the order history of our subscriptions. So before it was a little bit confusing that a subscription's quantity could change over time. It wasn't clear when it would increase, when it would decrease, unless you looked at the order history in full and in detail. Now you can sort the order history table as is better for you to find what you're looking for. But we also added a graph that makes it really easy to spot when the quantity of your subscription is going to change, and even when it changed and how it changed in the past. Now, the graph looks pretty simple, but it was pretty hard to implement, right, Tom?
Yeah, true. The complicated part here is that there can be complex combinations of multiple orders, like you see also on this graph. For example, orders can overlap in their time span. So the team had to apply some SQL magic on that, and we can nicely display this now.
Very cool. So additionally, we enhanced the additionally we enhanced the warnings that you get when you log into SEC and your dashboard. So now, when any of your subscriptions are about to decrease in quantity within the next 30 days, you will also see a warning on the dashboard, and that allows you to really react on time before you run into any compliance issues. On the system information side, we also enhanced that. So previously, it wasn't possible to see what products you were activated on a system that were sitting behind RMT or SMT, nor which subscriptions were used to activate those products on those systems. But now SEC is able to capture that information and shows it to you in this overview. So now you can have a better overview of your system inventory.
Yes, and you see here on the bottom of that system details page on the right that you have a detailed timeline now about which systems attributes changed at which moment for the specific system.
Yeah, and something that's not so visible on the SEC, let's say, website itself, but actually SEC is working under the hood, is the new easier delivery of hotfixes, like what we also know as PTFs, program temporary fixes. Previously, you needed to download PTFs manually from a website called ptf.suse.com. But now, PTFs are also delivered as a special zipper repository created just for you that contains only your PTFs. Then, once you have your PTF repository created by a support team, it's just a matter of enabling that PDF repo on your system and anyone that's affected by the fix, and then you install that patch with Zipper like you would install any other patch. You can read a lot more details about this in this blog post here. And last but not least, we've made a number of improvements to our case management feature, which Tom showed a bit earlier. So now you can also open severity 1 cases. Before, you can only open severity 2 to 4. You can also provide our support team with feedback of how your case is going. So as you see on the right side, there's the smiley faces, and you can leave comments there. You can use this to raise any issues that you may have with your case, but also, as a way to give thanks to our support engineer when you get good feedback from them. And as Tom mentioned, instead of relying on instead of relying on FTP for large files, now you don't need to leave SCC at all to upload large files. You can upload them directly via SCC up to 5 gigabytes in size. And that's, some of a flavor of what we did in the past year or so. But now you may be wondering, what are we doing in the upcoming year? So there's 3 major themes that we'll be looking at and where we want to improve SCC: subscription compliance, container image discovery, and customer experience. So we know that staying in compliance with your subscription usage is very important, but can also be very hard. So we want to make this easier for you. We already show you how many subscriptions you have and how many systems you have, but now we want to help you understand how many subscriptions you're actually consuming with those systems. So we will be introducing reports that show you the usage of SUSE Linux Enterprise products across all environments, physical, virtual, or public cloud. And by this, we want to help you understand really clearly whether you're compliant or not and what can be done about it. Another area that we'll be looking at, as mentioned, is containerization of more and more workloads. So we want to make it very easy for you to know what container images SUSE offers and how you can get started with them. Whether they are base OS images, which we offer, or images with a language runtime like Python, Go, or even images with a packaged application, we want to make them easy to find. So we will also be embedding documentation to the SUSE registry with instructions on how to get started with the images and what the difference is between them. And as we publish more and more images, we'll be adding more filtering and search capabilities, so you can easily find an image that fits your needs. And as we start publishing containerized applications that require multiple images, we will be also showing you Helm charts that can help you get started with those.
Yeah, talking about Helm charts, we are also going to provide a Helm chart for the registration proxy RMT from our side. So you can easily deploy that to Kubernetes, right, for example.
And the other theme we'll be working on the next year, and that's another area we've heard that you're struggling with, is the overall customer experience with SCC. So we want to make it really easy for you to get started using SCC if you're a first-time customer. And when you want to try out a new SUSE product, we want to make it very easy for you to get the downloads you need, and also a trial registration code. Finally, we will also be enriching the product information that you currently see on SCC, so that it's quicker for you to find each product's documentation, lifecycle, patch releases, and more. All that information that right now is a bit scattered all over, now you will be able to find it centrally in SCC.
Cool. Yeah. Also, our team has a lot of ideas how to make it easier for you to navigate from your subscriptions to the products and related downloads about it. So you have a much better guidance on how to use the SUSE products.
And yeah, if we could ask you for one thing, it would be for your feedback. We'd love to hear about your experiences with SCC, what you like about it, and also what you've been struggling with. As we continue to improve SCC, your feedback helps us to focus on the right things, on the things that are important to you. So you can always contact me on my email address, which you see there on screen, or when you're even in the SCC website, we always show a feedback tab, which you can click and contact us directly as well. And with that, thank you very much for listening. We really look forward to hearing from you and to keep improving SCC for your needs.